Grüß euch und einen wunderschönen guten Abend, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I'm standing before you not just as the artistic director of the Menuhin Festival Gstaad, but also with a second hat on, because since 2020, I've had the great honor of serving as the honorary president of the Beethoven-Haus in Bonn. The Beethoven-Haus is the composer's birthplace, and in many ways, it's the nerve center of the Beethoven world. A place devoted not only to preserving Beethoven's music, his manuscripts, and his legacy, but to keeping alive the ideas and the extraordinary humanity behind them. And we're particularly happy that we have a large contingent from Bonn, from the Beethoven-Haus tonight, because tonight Beethoven and Yehudi Menuhin are coming together. It's my very special privilege to be presenting the 2026 Beethoven Friendship Award to a musician that I've known and worked with and admired for many, many years, Iván Fischer. The word friendship is extremely important. Beethoven believed passionately in the ideals of freedom, dignity, humanity, and brotherhood. And Yehudi Menuhin believed that music could turn those ideals into something we could actually experience, that listening to one another might help us understand one another better. There are few musicians in the world that embody this belief more completely than Iván Fischer. Of course, we know Iván as one of the great conductors of our time, as the founder of the extraordinary Budapest Festival Orchestra, an orchestra he has built not simply into a world-class ensemble, but into a real community. A community based on curiosity, trust, and imagination. And here in Gstaad, you have the opportunity to hear this amazing orchestra, not just tonight, as we have been doing, but tomorrow in a very special concert in Seine as a chamber orchestra. Here you will experience Iván Fischer not just as a conductor and as primus inter pares, but also as a composer. And in the very church in which 70 years ago, Yehudi Menuhin and Benjamin Britten founded this festival. It's something you will not want to miss. But Iván Fischer's work has always gone far beyond the concert hall. He has taken music into communities and to people who might otherwise never encounter it. He has spoken out against hatred, racism, and intolerance. He has used music to build bridges where society creates divisions. And he has reminded us again and again that being an artist also means being a citizen. That, I believe, is where Beethoven, Menuhin, and Iván Fischer meet. Menuhin once imagined a kind of confederation of musicians, people connected not just by nationality or politics, but by a shared belief in the power of music to make us more human. Iván, you have spent your life making that idea real. Before we present this award, I would also like to express special thanks to our partners of this particular award, which is connected with friendship and with wine, something that Ludwig van Beethoven adored. Vega Cecilia, Laurent Perrier, Wegler and Schloss Obelsburg, who are all here tonight, a big thank you for your support and your friendship. This Beethoven Friendship glass, which is right here, is an exact replica of a glass Ludwig van Beethoven gave to his close friend, the doctor Franz Gerhard Wegler, a physician and one of the very few people in whom Beethoven confided during the devastating experience of losing his hearing. So this is not simply a prize, it's a symbol of trust, of loyalty, and of friendship, and of having someone beside you when you need them most. Perhaps that makes it especially appropriate tonight, because throughout your life, Iván, you have shown us that music itself can be an act of friendship between musicians, between communities, between cultures, and ultimately between human beings. I would like to ask the direct descendant of Wegler, Felix Wegler, to come on stage and to present to you, dear Iván, with admiration and affection, the 2026 Beethoven Friendship Award.
Maestro Fischer, I have not the reputation to hand over empty classes, even not in the name of friendship, to such famous people like you. So I do apologize, and I'm very happy that we are having such a discreet audience tonight, so please don't tell anybody.
Thank you. I'm very moved and very honored. Thank you all very much, especially the Beethoven family, I should say, who come here from Bonn. We, of course, are great admirers of Beethoven. Beethoven is an undescribable source of inspiration for all of us. Beethoven was the god for Gustav Mahler too. So when we play Gustav Mahler's First Symphony now, we should think of his immense admiration for Beethoven, who actually created this form from the very silent start to the jubilation at the end. So al-inferno, al-paradiso, that he leads a symphony is from awakening, sometimes tragedy, sometimes happy, to jubilation at the end. And it's in Beethoven's spirit now that you will hear Gustav Mahler's First Symphony, and it also should express my eternal admiration for Ludwig van Beethoven. Thank you very much for that.